Oh gosh, we're doing this, guys. Now begins the great transformation. Now begins the sacramental rite. What challenges will I face? We shall commit a murder. We must extinguish all the passion in your heart. What? They bind you too tightly to your mortality and keep your soul attached to this living body of blood and bone. You must renounce your desires, destroy them, and your heart will become cold, hard, and dead. Only then will you have the power you desire, but the price will be high. How dangerous will this be for me? I would say it will be painful. This time you will actually die. Before that, though, you will have to endure great suffering. Whether you bear it or die in the process rests solely on your resolve. What powers will I gain? Immortality, the eternal amulet that will prevent your soul from departing this life to Pharasma's judgment, and power, phenomenal power that will grant you the right to reign supreme over death itself. Let's begin. I shall not ask how far you are willing to go and what you are willing to sacrifice for your power, for the only sacrifice in this ritual is you. Let us proceed. Witness this great and terrible deed. This mortal soul will reject the curse of perdition and eternal rebirth at Pharasma's hand. This mortal brands its heart with the blessed seal of undeath and its forehead with the crown of power and immortality. The fires burn bright so that the whole world sees your villainous atrocities, and may your virtue be consumed by the flames. Flies and death's head hawk moths circle above your head, creating a halo of insects. I don't like bugs. You hear the cries and squawks of countless vultures in the distance. The sweet stench of rot fills the air. Urgatho is with you. The goddess is here to witness your moment of triumph. This is the hour of your great torment, and I shall not spare you from suffering. Greed and avarice are fierce passions that can overwhelm even the purest hearts. But you must reject the gifts of this general world and put to death your desires for riches. You must surrender your greatest treasure. What's my greatest treasure? You must give up your gold. Oh my gosh, I didn't even spend it! I have a lot of gold! I know that your coffers are full, just as I know that gold has the power to enslave souls. From now on, your soul must be free from all bonds. Reject half of the gold you own. Grind it to dust and purge the avarice from your heart. Savor the pain as the treasures melt in your hands and let your suffering lead into deathly splendor. Fine. Luckily, I have a lot that even half is still a lot. My gold is dust. It has no power over my heart. The object has a very strong bond to your soul. The exact nature of that bond is unclear, but it does not matter. This crystal vessel will make a perfect phylactery. Your soul will be hidden away in this receptacle, protected from the depredations of your enemies. Don't I have to hide it though? These worldly treasures are the easiest sacrifice to make. Once you have obtained greatness, you will be able to accumulate tremendous wealth, but now I'm going to deprive you of the gifts given by life itself. I will take your youth, your bodily strength, your muscles will go limp and your joints will become fragile. Aww. Your eyes will grow dim, your tongue will not be able to taste, and your brain will shrink. You will never again feel the joy of a healthy body or partake in the pleasure of the flesh. Wouldn't it make more sense to become a lich at an old age then? Take away my youth and vitality. The body is insignificant. Only the mind and spirit are important. Zacharias waves his hand in a swift, sure motion, and pain shoots through your body. He leeches your vigor and vitality like a giant spider sucks the blood from its prey. Your whole body begins to age rapidly. Your bones creak. You feel the pain of old wounds, and your fingers lose their strength. Zacharias' withered face betrays no emotion, but you can sense his delight in your suffering. At last, it is time for the ultimate sacrifice. Are you ready to surrender the soul of the creature you love best? Who is the soul of the creature I love best? Are you prepared to end the life of the one your heart desires? You know of whom I speak. A true master of death cannot have a lover. Shatter this bond, put the victim on the altar, wash your face in their blood, and achieve greatness. Who are they talking about? Are they talking about Land? Because I never romanced him. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Now, wait just a minute, you shriveled old prune. This is where your ritual ends. Calyx will never agree to this. I know her. I know you. You are not a shriveled monstrosity without a soul. Oh my gosh. The victim must be properly secured. Their death is critical for the success of the ritual, and we do not want to risk any mishaps. We do not need excessive bloodshed or last-minute heroics. Oh my gosh. Do you want me to convince you? Should I beg you not to kill me? No. If you are even considering this course of action, you are not the person I thought you were. I never approved of your fascination with the dead. You might as well kill me. At least then I won't have to watch you transform Dresden into a realm of shuffling corpses. I don't want to see you turn into a lich. I grieve for the woman I once knew, but she is gone. You are not her. Not anymore. I wish you'd change your mind. That's enough. No more talking. Are they gonna let me say this? I will not kill my companion, but I still wish to be reborn as a lich. Don't you understand? One way or another, your love will perish. The ritual will transform you into an undead, so your heart will be lifeless and devoid of feelings, and you will no longer be a creature that others will love. Things that appear important now will become sentimental trifles unworthy of your intention. Why do you resist the inevitable? Perhaps this is what caused me pain, but I feel nothing. I reject my passion and my love. Farewell. I mean, is this really gonna let me do this? What pathetic, absurd nonsense. You're willing to sacrifice everything except for this sentimental, meaningless attachment. So be it. Well, know this. If your love causes the magic to fail, I will laugh when the ritual destroys you. I may regret the time I wasted on you, but I will enjoy telling the story of the infatuated necromancer who lost her chance at greatness because of a ridiculous mortal attachment. Now, accept the power I have prepared for you. Power courses through you, unstoppable, unimaginable power. It overwhelms your body, constricting your movement. The power steals the breath from your lungs and makes your ribs crack. It roars like a hurricane and tears away your flesh. You're being stripped of everything, hollowed out and emptied until only your spirit, your true essence remains. The stern and proud mistress of death, a ruler no longer bound by the fetters of mortal flesh. Whoa. Your vision fades, your heartbeat falters, you hear a commotion outside the walls of the ziggurat. Shouts? Noise of battle? It doesn't matter. Darkness comes over you. A pleasant chill runs through your body, and you feel at peace. Your heart beats no more. This is the end. I told you the Whispering Way never forgives. Now is the time for revenge. Sweet, sweet revenge. We can sense your presence. You have broken the law of the abyss. You have disturbed the departed soul that was meant... What? You have disturbed the departed soul that was meant to sleep. Punishment. We are your punishment. Your defeated enemies are huddled at your feet. They mutter curses and wait nervously for you to decide their fate. Your transformation has also impressed your companions. They can't stop staring at you. Congratulations, Commander. You have obtained an impressive amount of power, and you were not afraid to sacrifice your life to do so. Your actions demand respect. Use the power you have gained to get rid of the demonic threat once and for all. That was always the goal. Death is everywhere, and now death is inside you too. Why have we gone through all of this? It feels as though we have left the twilight and stepped into impenetrable darkness. Ember, your fate is not to do what I'm doing. You'll be spared, don't worry. This is not how I imagined the path of the Crusader. It does not feel like we are helping people. We are leading them down the cold path of the grave. I am not. Is there a tradition of congratulating the undead on their death day in the same way we congratulate living creatures on their birthday? If so, my congratulations. I cannot say that I find the sight of bones aesthetically pleasing, but people will go to great lengths for the opportunity to have immense power and live in their own ziggurat. Ugh, now my horns get all sweaty and my tail twitches every time I look at you, Commander. In the silence that follows, the nervous whispers of your defeated enemies can be heard clearly. Their voices tremble with fear. What an unusual alliance. I'm surprised that you managed to put aside your differences and work together. We are the Whispering Way. We lurk in the shadows and act under the cover of night. You have incurred our wrath and the wrath of many others. We will do whatever it takes to destroy you, even if it means that we must unite with our enemies. They are nothing more than tools. We do not care which puppets serve us in the task of punishing a transgressor. Your enemies have served our purpose, and they will do so again. I see a Nalfeshni among you. How dare you show your face here? You broke abyssal law by disturbing the eternal slumber of a fallen demon lord. You must be punished. Did you think you could hide from us here on the material plane? You cannot escape us. We will hunt you down wherever you go. Be gone and tell your brethren to avoid my domain. You are demons and I am a crusader. It is my duty to destroy you. You have encroached on my home and set the stage for eternal enmity. After the Worldwound is destroyed, I will invade the abyss and put an end to you and your ilk. Oh gosh. Is this turning into a big ol' it's like bigger than a war. Whatever is bigger than a war. I care nothing for the laws of the abyss. I think putting your head on a pike will send a clear message to anyone else who is tempted to challenge my authority. I can see my girl going down this path. Like, she closes the Worldwound, and then she's like, now what? Well, we pushed back the demons. Now let us go into their realm. She'll have gone mad by then. Yeah. Demon squeals in fright and utters a string of curses. No, don't you dare enter the Rift of Repose. Damn you. This is a little long walking procession here. What's happening? The other captives watch you as they wait your judgment. Elianka, I thought I killed you. Did you enjoy your death so much that you came back to be killed again? The regal old woman that you once knew is gone. Instead, you see a grotesque undead monstrosity with burning eyes, talon-like crooked fingers, and milky white skin. It speaks in a furious, gurgling voice. I am a servant of the Pallid Princess. Did you really think death would deter me? I was reborn and have become more powerful. You have rejected the alliance offered by the followers of the Whispering Way. Now you shall pay. I won't execute you. No, that's a lie. So the Whispering Way is declaring war. So be it. I will take care of them after I've dealt with the demons. Oh, damn. It's like a laundry list of things to do, huh? Worldwound closed. Check. Destroy the demons on their own plane. Check. And then deal with the Whispering Way. Strike down the deranged necromancer. You will die permanently this time. I will make sure that nobody brings back your soul. I actually want to just kill her. Like, I've had enough of her. My death is not the end. The Whispering Way is eternal. It is over. All that remains are the bones at your feet, but your undead servants will soon take care of them. Achievement unlocked. Transformation. I did it. That was beautiful. Zacharias holds your phylactery in his skeletal fingers. Welcome to unlife, my former student. From now on, you are a Lich, a true mistress of the undead. My ritual gave you power beyond your wildest dreams. The promise I made is fulfilled at last. I am no longer obligated to serve the crusade. Am I immortal now? Yes, although there are some limitations to your immortality. However, you no longer have to fear death from old age. You will not grow sick or decrepit. Does that mean all those like diseases and I am truly undead, so all those things I'm immune to them now, right? The blaze and spells of your that has to be blades. And spells of your enemies will be powerless to end your existence. Even if your body is destroyed, your soul inside the phylactery will bring you back and allow you to regain your physical form. Don't I have to hide the phylactery in a safe spot? Evaluate your new state of existence. Everything around you feels different. You can sense the subtle energies that flow between the planes. Countless mortal souls whirl around you in an ethereal dance, reaching out to you with their translucent fingers. You can hear their whispers clearly. There is now a void within your chest, cold and tranquil. It is incredible how clear and focused your mind has become now that the vulgar, incessant thumping of your heart has been silenced. You are holding the vessel that contains my soul. Give it to me. Not so fast, apprentice. Not too long ago, you held my phylactery in your hands and tried to extort me for power. But now, I have your phylactery. I have power over you. Well, that was substantially less evil than other Lich games I've seen. Right? I saved land. I told you. I told you I could do it. I'm a lich. I am evil. I take that on, but I'm not here to destroy just anybody. I have a goal, and it's to destroy the demons. So as long as, you know, they don't get in the way of that, we're good. I didn't extort you, offer to share their power with me. Maybe you did and maybe you didn't, but in the end you took advantage of me to gain power. And what have I gained in return? Nothing, except for my freedom, which is mine by right anyway, so why shouldn't I take back my generous gift? It is the vessel that holds your soul. While your phylactery is intact, you do not have to fear physical destruction because it will always bring you back. But should something happen to this vessel, what will happen if you destroy my phylactery? It is unlikely that you will feel anything, but once you lose your phylactery, you will become as vulnerable as you were before the ritual. Your soul will return to your dry bones. Oh, my soul will return? And if someone hacks your body to pieces and consigns it to the flames, your soul will depart to face Pharasma's judgment, where you will be punished in full for your sins. Oh, of course you could always create a new phylactery if only you knew how. What do you want from me? Grovel, get on your knees and beg for mercy. Who knows, maybe I will spare you. Have I ever disregarded your advice? We have much in common. I am sure you understand that it is better to have someone like me as your ally and not your enemy. Please, I beg you to spare me. No. I am sure we can come to an agreement. There's no need for violence. I am more powerful than you are now. If you try to harm me, you will know my wrath. Do I want to test that, though? Let's try to come to an amicable agreement here. What can you possibly offer me? My promise has been fulfilled, and all of your little soldiers' treasures and conquests are worthless to me. No, I do not bargain with beggars. Maybe the first choice, then. Have I ever disregarded your advice? Don't pretend we are the same. You are just a beggar who got lucky, an ordinary, commonplace mortal who managed to snatch an invaluable prize, the immortality which I generously bestowed. You do not think like a true mistress of death, and you are still the same sword-swinging brute of a crusader that you were when we first met. I guess I go with this one. I am more powerful than you are now. If you try to harm me, you will know my wrath. I feel like this is gonna fight. We're gonna come to fisticuffs. You have grown arrogant, my former student. You've wielded this power for mere minutes while I've had it for decades. I can show you what my wisdom and experience have taught me. Let's try this. You have chosen your path. From now on, you are mortal once more. You will go down in history as the shortest lived lich in the history of WotR because I am going to destroy you.
Let's have some fun.
I think this dialogue goes a bit differently if you lean into the evil more. Oh, do you know how it goes? Like, I don't want to beg, go on my knees and beg. I feel like that's not what my girl would do.
Distract them for me.
Oh shit, we gotta find his phylactery.
Watch and learn.
Okay. I concede. I have to grovel. Gosh. Okay, so I have to do this. Much better. I may no longer be your master, but remember that I am much older, far more experienced, and infinitely more cunning. Remember your place, and I will allow you to keep your unlife. This has been a fascinating experience. I have to admit, you intrigue me. Being your mentor was a challenge, but not an altogether unpleasant one. I am even inclined to call you the most extraordinary crusader I have ever met. Perhaps we do not. Perhaps we do have more in common than I first thought. Now, I will leave you with one final word of advice. Do not make rash oaths when you are blinded by a false sense of duty. We are done here. I am leaving this barren land so that I can forget all about demons, crusades, and improvidently sworn oaths. Farewell, crusader, and do not trouble me again. You know, he could try and help with all this demon problem too.